Our first guest this morning, welcome to Cheryl Devraj, the CEO of Compass. Amazing work you do. Thank you for joining us. Good morning. Are you good?
I'm good, thank you.
What a week and what a time in South Africa. I think our timing is very good because the more we can draw attention and focus, resources and help and solutions to the struggle, the better, right?
Absolutely.
What do you do at Compass?
Absolutely. So, I've been with Compass for 21 years. We are an organization that looks after abused and abandoned women and children and the underprivileged children of the community. What we do is we have a ECD center where we take in underprivileged children, and we have a shelter where we take in abused women with their children.
So important.
Yeah.
Because it's often... people don't think that far.
No, they don't. They don't. But the struggle is real because you find that women come from backgrounds where their husbands have abused them and they are destitute, they have no jobs. We've had ladies where their children were not even attending school. So, the mind is very... foggy when you're going through a situation where you don't know which way to turn or what to do, where to start. So what we do is we have a shelter where we house the ladies and give them the ability to settle down and then, try and focus on what direction they want to take. Also to come out of that abusive relationship where they were being beaten or mentally and emotionally abused in a way where they can't cope, and they can't cope with their children, they can't cope with their environment. So we give them a place to stay so that they can just settle down.
So I suppose just take them out of that fight or flight situation that they're in so they can actually make rational, good decisions for both them and their kids.
Yes.
We spoke to a lady called Rose earlier on the show, who also faced herself, she was in an abusive relationship and made the call and made the decision to pack up and leave cities. She had to get away from this abusive relationship for the sake of her children, herself, their safety, their lives, in fact, the way I understood her. And the one thing we took from that is, and she said there was this one friend that God sent her. She calls her the guardian angel. I think a lot of women that find themselves in tough positions like that, horrendous struggles like that, you feel too alone. You mentioned it earlier, you're isolated, possibly by design. You don't know who to turn to, where to start to make the move. You have to make it, my goodness, for your own safety and your life sometimes. And that's where an organization like yourselves, Compass, what incredible work you do, because you help them.
Yes. We look after mummies with children that are about, the oldest child would be about 10 or 11 or 12.
Okay.
And they can't afford school. They can't afford school fees. They can't afford food.
And that's sometimes the reasons they have to stay.
Yeah.
That is sometimes the reasons they have to stay in an abusive relationship.
Mentally, yes.
Mentally and physical dependency.
Well, and financial abuse is also something that isn't spoken about. Being withheld money from, that you have to rely on somebody else to feed you, your children, all that kind of stuff. When you leave, you don't have any access to those funds. And financial abuse is something that's very unspoken about in this country. We talk about the mental and the physical, but not being able to provide by yourself for your kids is just as hard.
Yeah, we go as far as like helping them to go to court to get maintenance for their children. We do counseling with them, psychology, so that they can understand the situation that they're in, but they are not destitute. They can come out of it.
In a country like ours, in a time like specifically this week, once again, also going into 16 days of activism against the abuse of women and children in our country, one would think that there would be thousands and thousands of well-funded organizations such as yours.
There isn't.
Tell me that you are funded by government.
No, we're not. We're privately funded.
Now you see, This is, you hear about people wanting to do protests, people who are angry in this country that want to disrupt the country and the economy, so to speak. They are so angry. Some people don't understand why they're angry. Why are they angry at government? Why are they angry in a time now where we're supposed to be happy South Africans welcoming the world and its G20 and stuff? This is why.
Yes.
You read too many stories of millions of rands just squandered, lost, stolen.
Yes.
Are you telling me, so where does your money come from?
From businesses.
Do you mean from funding?
From funding. So we have a call center where we raise funds. We call businesses. We have a CSI registration where if clients donate money to us, they get a full tax return at the end of their tax year.
How many organizations such as yours, like Compass, are actually in existence in South Africa and well funded?
Oh, there's 200,000 organizations in South Africa, but not well funded. Not well funded. Like I said, the previous owner of this organization was a very big salesperson. So he started it, but his call center was huge. So
call center.
He had a call center to raise funding, and that's what we have. And clients can come to our ECD center, come and visit, come and spend time with the children.
Sure.
They come to the shelter, they meet the ladies. There's opportunities sometimes for the ladies in companies for jobs and things like that. Yeah, so
is the problem getting worse?
The problem is getting worse. With GBV, the way it is at the moment in South Africa, many women are suffering from abuse, mental, physical, emotional. Children are suffering from abuse.
Of course.
We have a little girl with us who has anxiety because of the abuse in the family home.
No doubt.
And you can see by her behavior, by her demeanor and things like that she's an anxious little girl.
Another guest in studio this morning, and I want to welcome her to the microphone, is Nothemba. Nothemba, thank you very much for joining us. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming in. They do great work, eh? They do such great work, and you can tell me more about it.
Yes, of course. And thank you very much for having us, for the invite. It really means so much to me. Personally, I want to talk about myself first. How Compass has come true for me, because I was really in a difficult situation, being an unemployed mom with 2 kids. It was really tough. I was losing myself. I remember the other time when I prayed, I said, God, just give me anything just for me to be out of the house, because I could feel I'm losing my mind. Yes, family is there, and I'm grateful to my family because they've also played a major role in whatever situation I was facing. And then I was introduced to Compass, and God answered my prayer. First of all, what I appreciate about Compass is the peace that it gave me, because I could feel that I'm losing it. I'm no longer a good mom to my kids. I snap every now and then. Kids come from school looking forward to a happy mom, and I'm none of that. And when I started at Compass, I could feel myself coming back to the person that I know that I am, a calm woman, a peaceful woman. So I'm really grateful, and I always tell Cheryl that we really hope that Compass stays forever. It's not just me. We all have different stories to tell. There are other 3 women that are in our call center. We all have different stories. We come from different backgrounds, and we want what's best for our children. And I would like to encourage women out there to not stay in a situation. Luckily enough for me, I was not faced with a GBV, but the fact that I'm unemployed, it played a huge role, because sometimes, you'll be tempted to do things that are not in your standard, because you are unemployed. And I thank God that I managed to escape such situations. Other women go through alcohol abuse because of the situations they are facing. And I want to encourage women out there to please stand up, go out there, knock at each and every door. There's no work that is no work. Every work is important in its own way. I know some of the people don't believe in the work that I'm doing, but I know what this place has done for me. It has saved me. I was going through depression, I think. And when I look back, I'm like, where would I be? Maybe I would be admitted in a mental institution. But campus saved my soul.
How many kids do you have?
I have 2 kids.
Too young?
The firstborn is turning 17 next month. He's doing grade 11. The little one is just turned 11 on the 9th.
17 and 11.
Yes.
I often hear parents that find themselves in a tough position saying they started losing themselves.
Yes.
Because you come into a relationship or into parenthood, one person, and then your life changes
Completely.
A whole lot. Hopefully for the better, but sometimes for the worse. And you don't even know who you are anymore.
Yes.
And sadly, you're made to feel that it doesn't matter because now all that is important, rightfully so, would be the children.
Yes.
But it's a hollow piece of advice, because the stronger you are,
absolutely,
the better for your children.
Yeah, thank you. You really, I always say this, you can't pour from an empty cup.
Yeah.
If mom is empty, she can't pour into her kids.
Right.
And be that via the trauma that she's going through, being via unemployment, drug addiction, alcoholism, abusive relationships. If you are not complete or as close to complete as you possibly can be within yourself, how are you supposed to be there for your kids?
Tim, I think the message from you this morning, and thank you for that, is that parents that are in a desperate situation, for whatever reason,
Yes.
they feel they need to turn to something or someone. And that something should not be alcoholism or drugs or other illegal things to make ends meet. The thing that you should turn to would be an organization like a Compass,
Yeah.
and various similar organizations.
Indeed.
Because they exist for that exact reason. If there's nothing else this morning, our previous caller earlier turned to a friend.
Yes.
You turned to Compass. The point is, you have to turn to something better, to someone better, and it does exist. Someone that's a friend, like you haven't even met yet, like the previous caller, and someone sometimes it is an organization that you may or may not know about, like Compass.
Yes.
But turn to someone.
Yeah.
It's not normal. It's not a given. No one can talk you out of it.
You don't have to do this by yourself
You
either.
don't have to do it by yourself. No. Listen, thank you very much for coming on the show and sharing your story. And now you are working for this cause. I can tell you're a great ambassador.
Yeah.
Sure. And I look forward. Hey, there's so many opportunities. And recently, I was given some food parcels to go and distribute in my location, in the same street where I stay. Because normally when I come home, I have these little ones always, Mama, Una, come, let's help you out with your parcels. And now Sharon and Fiona, they said, no, take some of this stuff, go home and do a small outreach. And if I have pics here, I'll show you. The kids were so excited. It was not something big, but it played a huge role. Believe me, when someone comes to you and say, I don't know what I'm going to eat tonight, it's the reality. I've been there.
Of millions, sadly.
It's a reality. It's not a child's play. So with that little grocery parcels I came with, the kids were so excited. Their moms were so happy. They were grateful. So thank you so much to Compass and all those people who are putting a hand, because without those people out there, we wouldn't be here.
Well, we know people like that, and that we call them our Good Morning Angels, the people that listen to our radio show and to this radio station. And now, talking about angels around us, there's one of those on the line, Izette Scott from ExecuJet. We met these amazing people at Lanseria not so long ago. Izette, goeiemorgen, good morning.
Good morning, Martin.
Firstly, it's nice to hear your voice again. We had so much fun with you the other morning, and you were so incredibly gracious and giving and welcoming to us. And this time round, it's not for us, but for our guests in studio. Such an important cause that we need to support and empower, right?
Yes, Martin, absolutely. Gender-based violence remains deeply prevalent in South Africa. And during these stories, and also Themba's story just now, has moved us profoundly. So as Executive MRO Services, we are really committed to making a difference.
Thank you very much for taking my call this morning. What kind of difference can you make?
So, Martin, today we are honoured to donate 50,000 Rand to Compass.
Wow.
In support of individuals who suffered abuse, and we want to help them to find safety, and also recover and rebuild their lives. Our hearts really go out to every woman and child that's been affected by violence, and we hope that this contribution will bring some hope and healing and some positive change to those who need it most.
Oh, what an angel you are this morning. We need a whole lot more of you just putting your actual time and money behind an incredible cause. What do you think, Cheryl?
Wow, that's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. You have to come out and see our children and be with our ladies and, just feel the feeling of giving, to see the appreciation from the children as well as the ladies.
Oh, I'm sure she will.
That'll be fantastic.
And Themba, you seem very happy.
I am.
Tears of joy.
I am.
That is amazing. Is it? You have Themba in tears. It's a cause very close to her heart, and you've made a difference. Good job. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's an absolute pleasure, and thank you, Compass, and Good Morning Angels, for everything that you guys do.
Thanks, Izette Scott there from Executive MRO at Lanseria. You know what? From Good Morning Angels side, I'll match that with another 50,000 Rand.
Oh my God.
So 100,000 Rand from Execujet and the amazing angels we have. This is a nice call centre, Themba.
I know how you're feeling.
Hey, she's so emotional.
Yeah, she's so happy.
And happy, yeah. Themba's going to make a difference?
So much. I'm speechless. Hey.
Well, listen, thank you for sharing your story.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you. Really nice to meet you.
I'd like to thank Ronel as well, because as we work in the call center, we reach out to as many as possible people, companies, and some of them, they do refer us to certain people. And Ronel said, guys, please also try Jacaranda.
Ronel for the win.
Yes. Thank you so much, Ronel. Thank you so much. Yes.
Nice to meet both of you. Cheryl, keep doing what you're doing. To the other ladies and people at your organization, keep doing it. We need you more than ever before, sadly. But we're here to empower you and to encourage you to do the same. Themba, lots of love to you and the kids.
Thank you so much.
Keep up the great work that you do. Thanks for coming in. Good job, Angels. Good job.
Thank you.
Breakfast with Martin Bester.
Featuring Felicity Rican and Kolan Chinga.